Alright, y'all, so let me break it down, right? See, now, I said I was going to make this video a while back, so I'm going to finally make it. Matter of fact, let me take off my glasses for this one. So, y'all, let me explain to you why 9 to 5 or a job is the dumbest fucking concept on the face of the earth. So, let me get this straight. You're telling me, right, that for the rest of my life, what I have to do is I need to wake up every day when I don't want to, go to a place and spend time at a place that I don't want to, and work for someone that I don't want to for 60 to 70 years. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to retire rich, as they say. There are so many problems with that, but let me start with the first one. So, your freedom is completely gone. Anything that you ever wanted to do in life, toss that out the window because it's occupied for your job, and they can actually overrule the things that you need to get done. A job can tell you how many days you're allowed to have off. Think about how stupid that is for a second. People don't understand how dumb that is. A job can tell you when you're allowed to have a vacation. And what is a vacation anyway? A vacation is considered time away from your job, time away to have peace. So they're able to tell you, oh, you can have a week of peace and freedom, and then you have to come back to us. Y'all, literally, okay, here's another good example. A job can tell you how many sick days you're allowed to have. How many sick days you're allowed to have. A job can say, if you are sick on a Wednesday, but you've already used up 2 of your sick days, and you call in saying, I'm sick, I can't come in, they're going to say, oh, nope, can't do that. You've used up too many sick days. How the fuck are you going to tell me how long I can be sick for? They're allowed to tell, y'all, this is the stupidest fucking one I can think of. A job is allowed to tell you how many days you're allowed to grieve. How many days you're allowed to grieve. Think about that. You lose your mom, you lose your dad, you lose your cousin. God forbid anything happen to anyone that you care about. A job can tell you, okay, you got 3 days of grievance. And then on the 4th day, if you still haven't recovered mentally from that, your job can say, oh, you got to come into work. We don't give a shit that your mom fucking died. You're going to have to come into work and work, whatever the fucking, your job is. You're going to have to do that. Y'all, it is so fucking stupid. Okay, here's another thing. This kind of goes along with it, right? You want to take the college route. So the college route, it doesn't even make sense on paper. I don't understand how people do this. It's like, okay, go to school, get good grades, go to college. The way college is set up, it is meant to put you in debt. So you go into debt, and that debt has interest on it. So every year, it's going to increase. Go into debt so you can possibly get a good job and then pay back that debt. And then eventually, maybe when you're around 60 or 70, like I said before, you're able to retire early and able to live the life you want for 60 to 70 years. Most motherfuckers aren't living past fucking 70 nowadays. And who the fuck wants to be rich? That's not even rich. But who the fuck wants to be rich or wealthy old? Like, who the fuck wants to be fucking 60, 70, talking about no fucking teeth, talking about, oh, look at me, I can finally afford this 2012, and like the year is fucking 2097, you're like, oh, I can finally afford this 2012 Lamborghini, and I can finally afford this fucking Rolex watch. My penis doesn't work anymore, and I can't take a shit on my own. But at least you can afford, and then hey, you open up the fucking Lamborghini door, and the fucking dude has a fucking stroke and fucking dies, or has a heart attack and dies before he even is able to get into his own Lambo. Opens up the car door and goes, ooh, and then fucking dies. Like, what? I laugh and smile because this concept is so stupid, but people follow it. Now, I know what the boomers that are watching this are going to say. Oh, you motherfucker, you don't understand anything. You think you know. I will give the boomers some credit, okay? Back in the fucking day, when the TV was black and white, okay? When the TV was black and white and, we didn't have the things we have and the opportunities that we have now. Back then, it made sense to go to work. Actually, it still didn't make sense because you still had multi-millionaire successful entrepreneurs like Earl Nightingale or, all the hundred millions of them, the ones that, created the books and, a whole bunch of them. The list goes on. But anyway, let's just say back then, right, when everything didn't cost, when gas didn't cost $20 a gallon and to pay your rent, you didn't have to give up one of your testicles, you could actually get a job, not have debt, and retire at like 65 or 60 and, do whatever the fuck you want, which is still a stupid fucking concept no matter how you look at it. It's still dumb. And like I said, with all, you still had millionaires like Dale Carnegie and Earl Nightingale and all the creators and inventors back then that were still making money and things like that. But, back then it made a little bit more sense. Like it made 1% more of sense than it does now. But now, there's no excuse on the planet that you can give me that would justify working a job for the rest of your life. It is understandable if you're doing that currently in order to, look at me, I look fat as shit. When I do this, like I have no neck, y'all. I'm the no neck fucking, man, I'm the triple N, the no neck nigga. Look at this bullshit. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at it. But anyway, so you're telling me, right? You're telling me that it would make sense for you to stay at a job for the rest of your life with all the opportunities that we have now, today. It makes no sense, zero sense whatsoever. Let me tell you, this is what you do. You know what? I'm going to get a whiteboard. I'm going to get a whiteboard and I'm going to put it right over in a corner somewhere in my apartment, right? And I'm going to start writing on the whiteboard, y'all. We're going to be teaching on this YouTube channel, let me tell you. And what you do, right, is you use your job right now as a way to do what you need to do until you work on something, right? So this is a whole nother video in and of itself. But this is what you do, okay? If I don't give a damn how old you are, if you're 5 or 50 watching this video, okay? This is what you do. You use your job, okay? Whatever you're working at right now, you use that as motivation, as fuel. If you're like me and you'd rather take a 12 gauge and blow your fucking face off than work another day at a job, now that sounds morbid, but I'm just being real here, okay? Motherfuckers try to make it, sound as if it's all peachy and creamy. If you like your job, you're probably not watching this video right now because there'd be no sense for you to. But, if you can't stand your job, right? You hate it. This is exactly what you do. You continue, you work that job, you use that pain as motivation to continue to press forward in another business, another side business, side income, whatever. You can be a freelancer, a blogger, a drop shipper, a Facebook ad agency, social media marketing agency, a consultant. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, there's so many ways to make money online. It's ridiculous. YouTuber, Twitch streamer. I mean, oh my God, there's too many to name. So you use your job, like I said, as fuel or motivation to get to where you want or get to the next step, right? So what I would say is you create a business. You create a business that will make, now this business might not be something that you necessarily like or necessarily is your dream or your passion, right? But you create something on the side that can bring you enough side income to eventually to the point where it's making you enough money to replace your job income. Then what you do is you leave your job and you automate that side business. Now, like I said, this is a whole video in itself. I'm gonna have to get a whiteboard and everything, put on a suit, be fucking Dr. Timstrup in here. But then when you have enough money from your side business, you take that and now fuck the job, right? Because after you're making enough money from your side business, and it's definitely like, okay, you're making enough money a month to pay for your bills and your necessities. We're not at the point where you're filthy, stinking rich or wealthy yet. We'll get there. But you take that. Right. And it's enough money indefinitely. You're paying your bills indefinitely. Like, even if you were to let someone else run that business for you, it's on automation. Like I said, a dropshipping business or social media marketing or whatever, you can automate that and let that run for the rest of your life. For a fact that it's going to make you a bare minimum of your living necessities. And, of course, you can scale it or whatever. And, then you quit your job. Fuck you to the huge job and whoever the hell you don't like, and you never work a job again. Then what you do, right, is then you work on your dream. Then you work on your passion. Then you work on the things that you care about. I was like, that's a critical step a lot of people miss. Like, they want to take these huge leaps and bounds. Like, they want to go straight from their job to making millions or billions a year, or whatever you want to do, travel the world being a travel blogger or whatever. And it's like, no, take small steps first. Worry about making enough money from a side income or a side hustle or a skill set to replace your bills. To replace your job. And then after that, then automate that so that way your time is freed up. That way you don't have to wake up in the morning and go to a place that you fucking hate, dealing with people you don't fucking care about. And then you use that to, man, I'm telling you, man, Dr. Tempster now in 8, man. Give me a degree right now. I mean, shit, I've saved you. I have literally, if you're haven't gone to college yet, I have saved you like $70,000 plus interest with what I just told you right now, man. I mean, god damn. Like, you know what? I might fucking quit my job right now and say, fuck it, I'm just gonna be a teacher, man. Not like an actual teacher, you know what I'm saying, like a YouTube teacher, but that's what you do, y'all, okay? Now, I'm gonna have another video coming out within an hour or 2 hours, probably uploading this one of what happened at work today. That's a separate video. But y'all, you know, that's what you do, okay? Don't believe this shit. Don't believe this shit, okay? Mom, I love you. Dad, love you. Family, I love you. But the shit you fucking say is stupid as shit. The lies are ridiculous. Now, you cannot blame them, though, you see. Don't go on this whole thing acting like you're Batman to turn your back on your family, you know? Okay? Because, okay, I'm getting sidetracked now. But, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, you know, they were told this by their parents, so they know no better, all right? They know no better. You don't ask a fucking eagle how to swim, because the eagle's going to look at you and can only teach you how to fly. You see what I'm saying? If you are looking for ways to make money online and become successful, go study after or be a student of those who have been there and done what you've done. You don't listen to people who are trying to steer you in a direction that you don't want to be, all right? Make the decisions for yourself. Use your brain, and I know that's my dog. I know that each and every single one of y'all can become successful. But like I said, the biggest key, okay? The key to success. DJ Khaled, I've got the keys, but I don't have the calories because I'm nowhere near as big as Khaled. But the key to success is making sure that you use that pain and turn it into motivation, all right? I really cannot tell you. There's no really other way to get you to actually do the things you need to do. And see, everyone has the power to do these things, but it's if you're going to actually do them. And you see, I was bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I was messing around because, you know, I did not have that motivation because I was comfortable. But when you become uncomfortable and bullshit happens at your job every fucking day and you have to deal with people you don't like and it pushes on your pain points, it's going to force you to actually say, if I don't want to be here for the rest of my life, I have to make a radical change right now. And you have to start, that's the only way you're going to actually keep going forward. So to sum up this video, okay? Number 1, job is the dumbest fucking concept you can ever think of. Don't try to make an excuse and say that a job is what you're going to do for the rest of your life, unless you want to. Unless, you know, you want to go into a certain profession, you know, nurse or doctor or lawyer or police officer or whatever, or, you know, firefighter or porn star, whatever. I don't give a shit. Just make sure that whatever it is you want to do, and I'm smiling because, you know, it's some real shit out here, okay? But make sure that that's number 1, all right? Make sure that, you know, unless you want to, dumbest fucking concept, you know, don't work for someone else for the rest of your life, okay? Find your own way. Number 2, make sure that you're learning from people who have been there and done that. Like I said, an eagle can't teach you how to fucking swim, and a fish can't teach you how to fly. So you have to learn from people who have been there and done that. Why are you asking your parents or your grandparents who have told them the same shit that they've listened from generations and generations advice? They don't know shit. Learn from people who have been there and done that, all right? And number 3, like I said earlier, don't consume as much calories as DJ Khaled, all right? Because I've got the keys, but I don't have the calories. And neither should you, because your health is your wealth. All right? I'm sidetracked now, so I will catch y'all in the next episode.